Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on the monster we know as PDMI. Real quick, if you've never seen these videos before, these are nothing new. Actually, all these annotations you see are from what I did a while back when the video, or excuse me, when the chart was down in this range here. I had a request for it, so I went through that and just did an annotated chart. Mapped out some things, but if you watch the video I did from a couple days ago, you'll see I explain all this. But bottom line, I just wanted to show this real quick, um, more as an example, and then we'll go to the e-signal chart. But what I had pointed out here, and this is just an example, kind of more for educational purposes than anything else. But coming down, let me here, you'll see that I made the note that that the stochastic came up here, got rejected, same area got rejected. And like I said, if it breaks above this line, it would be nice bullish confirmation. And the key word there is confirmation. Indicators are all just derivatives and so forth of the price. So price is a key indicator anyway around. All these other indicators are just mathematical formulas that use the price within it. So the purest form indicator is simply price. But that being said, indicators like this can give good secondary confirmation. And as can be seen, I made note that if this line was broken, where the stochastic kept struggling, it was broken and gotten above, and then you can see what happened. So, had you been a little worried that the price was up here and wondering, well, is it still going to keep going? You could have looked down here and said, all right, there's some good confirmation. The stochastics put in a new high. Maybe the price is going to keep on going, and that's exactly what happened. So, just a quick little example of how you can use these indicators, kind of to reassure you and help you out in your decisions. But now let's get to the e-signal chart, and with this I want to use this one because we'll be able to map out some supports and resistance levels. But just a great day. The one thing, if I had to pick out one thing to complain about, I'd just say, oh well, kind of disappointed that this volume wasn't as big as these two on this up day. But by no means does that mean that everything's going to fall apart. Like I said, if I had to nitpick and if I had a gun to my head and said, show me one thing that you don't like, that would be my one little complaint. But overall, you can't complain about being up 57%. So let's get underway. Start mapping out some supports and resistance levels. Actually, let's map out resistance levels first because that will allow us to do this. But the first thing we want to look at, and I believe I noted this level in the other video, was this was our other previous resistance that was kind of being a pain here at 0.0042. You can see that on this day the price did break above it intraday but couldn't close above it. However, the case today, not only did it break above it, actually absolutely shattered it and closed way above it. So now this becomes our newest support level. This was a resistance, but it now becomes support. And I'm going to have to keep on, let's see. Well, maybe it looks like we created even more. This was another resistance level here at 0.005 that was broken. Wow, this was a real nice day then. So I lied. This was not our only. We've created two new support levels there, and yeah. So for the time being, these were resistance levels, but now they're two of our support levels. And I want to narrow this down, so just keep in mind we have a support level here at 0.05, which is coming from way back here, and then we also have a support level that is being derived from this point here. But in order to make a little bit more sense, so these are both ideal levels. Best case scenario, these hold on any sort of pullbacks. This would be number one where it pulls back and then explodes. This would still be pretty good. But what we need to put up here is what I call a must hold. Meaning that if the price falls below it, something's not right, and that's where some caution needs to be displayed. But right here, I'm going to make the must hold, and what this means is, look where the price is right now. From there all the way down to here, that would be a long fall, and that would take quite a bit of bearishness to push the price all the way down there. But if it does, you really want to see this hold. You don't want to see any closes below this, because if it does, depending on where the 50-day simple moving average is, the price is more than likely going to go down there and visit it. The 50-day will be increasing as each day passes, so maybe the 50-day will be up here by that time. But still, if this is a true strong move, and if there's true bullish intentions behind this, there should be people down here if the price drops down low that are absolutely begging, going nutso to get shares this cheap again. So if the price falls down there and then it just goes right past it, all that's telling you is, well, I guess there weren't that many people that were willing to buy shares at that level. Um, will that happen? I have no idea, but I always like to put the kind of must-hold support levels on there too, just to let people know kind of when the chart becomes pretty suspect. And if you get closes below this level, that's when I would throw up a red flag. But with these two levels here, if the prices fall below them, I wouldn't freak out because we do still have this support area down here. Not to mention we're well above the 200-day simple moving average also. Now for resistance levels, we're going to have to go back to this skinny chart here. Or maybe let's give the weekly chart a look. Maybe this will just make it easier to figure out. This is what's throwing us off. This must have been a bad print here. That's what's throwing this chart off. So let's just go back to the daily and we'll work around this here. Because I know when we were at this level. Okay, so there it is. So we know that we're above this level, and the next resistance, just looking at previous highs, the previous high here was up here right around the James Bond level of 007. So yeah, that's really just throwing off this bad print here. That's what's throwing off and making the chart jump everywhere. So thanks a lot to the person that put in their order wrong up there. They're screwing up the chart here, but here we go. There's better. So here is this level that, remember, we're taken from this high, which is at 0.0072. So we'll bring this across, and that's the next key resistance area. It's blue skies up until that point. So this is the area where you want to go and see. Once again, sorry that it keeps jumping everywhere, but that fat finger trade right there keeps throwing everything off. But this is the next resistance level. That's where hopefully the bulls will keep on pushing it up. That's the next battleground, or whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, and bottom line, chart's looking good. We've got some nice support levels below us now. So it's just a matter of seeing how consolidation periods go. And so forth. Just remember, if red days show up, they're not a bad thing as long as support levels hold. Consolidation, profit taking is all part of the game. That's what you want to see in charts. That's what keeps them healthy. So don't freak out if you get some sideways action or slight pullbacks. That's perfectly fine. If you do have any other questions though on the chart, please shoot me a message and I'll do my best to help you out. I'd also encourage you, if you have not already, to check out bullmarketnewsletter.net. If you go there and sign up for the emailer, you'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting very good reviews. And with your subscription, you'll get educational stuff, chart setups, trade ideas, all sorts of things that have been making our members some good money. And it's no strings attached, all free, so it's worth at least checking out. So one more time, this is PDMI. Thanks for listening, and let's see how the week finishes up with this one.